All right, so let's jump into Email Sneak so I can show you exactly how to use the tool and get the most out of it. So first, we're going to click to our dashboard. And I want to show you that here are the platforms that you can scrape. We've got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Yelp, YouTube, TikTok, Yellow Pages, Google, The Knot, SoundCloud, and OnlyFans. Now, you can scrape each site individually, or you can select multiple sites at the same time to scrape. And you can scrape Google in a unique way, which means you can scrape any website through Google. I'll explain that in a second, but let's just start with a couple basic searches. So, for example, if we want to search SoundCloud, we can select SoundCloud, and then we can put rapper, and then we can specify a location. So let's say Chicago. And quick tip, if you want to get the most rappers' emails possible, you will do SoundCloud, rapper, Chicago, then you will hit Snatch emails, and then you'll download the list, and then you'll do SoundCloud, rapper, New York, and then you'll snatch emails and you'll down that list, and you'll just go city by city or location by location, because the way that it scrapes the site, it can only pull so many results per search. So using different keywords or locations is going to allow you to pull different results from each search. So that way you can build a massive list by using different keywords in different locations per site. Okay, so let's just do this, Chicago, and we'll hit Snatch emails. It's gonna run. And it takes a second to go through and kind of search all of SoundCloud for the matching keyword rapper and the matching location of Chicago. But once it's done, it's going to pull up a list of not only the accounts and their names, but their Gmails and the URLs. Okay, pretty sweet here. So we've got this big list here. I'm not sure how many exactly are on there, but you would hit download the list, and then we go back to start again. And like I said, you could go back to SoundCloud. You could do rapper, specify location, New York, hit snatch, and then you'll get a whole new round of emails. And if you keep doing that, you're going to build a fat list. So that's how you can do it with SoundCloud, but you can do that same sort of thing with Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. But let's go to Facebook and we can do plumber. Okay, so if you want to find plumbers, I would put plumber, hit specify location, do New York, and again, the same concept applies. You're going to get more results by changing your keywords and locations. So just keep going through that process. Now, I want you to think of these keywords in terms of how do people list themselves online, right? So if you're going to go ahead and search for plumbers, you don't want to type in plumbers, because nobody goes and puts on their site, I'm a plumbers or us plumbers or whatever, right? They put plumber, right? So think about how they're going to list their stuff online, right? So some guy recently wrote in and said he couldn't find bankruptcy attorneys because he put bankruptcy attorneys like that, right? But nobody lists themselves as a bankruptcy attorneys, plural. They list themselves as a bankruptcy attorney. So you're going to get way better results if you search the way that people are listing themselves. Okay? And again, you can select all of these sites at once, or you can go individually. But the key thing to understand is if you really want to get the most results, you're going to use different keywords to find the same type of person. So bankruptcy attorney or bankruptcy lawyer would be a whole different search, or bankruptcy help, right? So you could do those three searches with, let's say, just Chicago. So you could do bankruptcy help Chicago, snatch emails, then bankruptcy lawyer, Chicago, snatch emails, and bankruptcy attorney Chicago snatch emails, and then you could do that same thing with New York, and then you could do San Francisco, right? Okay, so that's how you're going to get the most emails from this system. And then one last thing, I want to show you Google. So this is what this is going to do is it's going to search Google for this term, and also their emails, right? And then you can also, again, you can do New York, right? So bankruptcy attorney, it's going to search Google and it's going to do New York. But if you wanted to search a certain site, you can also put like LinkedIn, right? Even though we already have LinkedIn here, but you get the point. If you want to search a different site outside of these listings, then you can enter it in here and then hit snatch emails. And that's the best way to use Email Sneak. And this takes a lot of work out of the whole process, because basically what it's doing is low-key going through and scraping these sites for your key terms and your locations, and then pulling all the emails that are associated with those accounts, and then allowing you to download all those emails into a list so that you can do cold outreach. If you have any questions or comments, please drop in the comment section below, and like and subscribe for more videos like this.